Did you know April is Autism Awareness Month? Autism, a developmental disorder that appears in the first 3 years of life and affects the brain's normal development of social and communication skills.
And just in the last 2 decades, the number of children diagnosed with autism has skyrocketed. And for one Sussex County family, the journey of raising an autistic son has been one filled with joy, tears, and lessons that will last a lifetime. Tushar and Susan Patel met in college, and it wasn't long after they decided to spend the rest of their lives together.
When we married, we definitely wanted to have children. It was a surprise to have 2 kids a year apart.
Monica was born in 1992, Rohan in 1993. And aside from the normal stress of having 2 very young children, the Patels' life together was right on track. But something suddenly didn't seem right with Rohan.
Everything seemed normal at first. Rohan's development was right on target, completely normal. And when he was 1 year old, he had a couple of words and was walking and doing everything he should do. And then at 14 months, everything disappeared. All of his language, completely gone. He only had a few words, but completely gone, no more eye contact, just totally withdrawn into his own world.
A year later, Rohan was diagnosed with autism.
When we walked into the doctor's office, and in less than 2 minutes he told us what it was, and Susan grabbed the gravity of it. To me, was was he going to live? What is autism? I have no idea. And on the way back from the doctor's, she mentioned the movie Rain Man, and then it hit me what I was facing.
Tushar and Susan say they went home and cried, but then they stopped.
And sometime around midnight, it just occurred to me, why are we crying? Crying would mean that something was wrong, or it was a blame, or it was, something. So we decided that night, we made a pact sort of to each other not to ever cry about this.
Rohan was still a year away from starting school, so Susan found enough specialists to provide Rohan with 40 hours of therapy a week.
All out of pocket, none of it covered by insurance or any other help. Our neighborhood did a fundraiser for us, which was so wonderful, but that first year we spent about $30,000 out of pocket.
Susan says that the intense therapy that early in Rohan's life was essential to getting him out of his shell and giving him the ability to communicate again.
Even still now, after all this time, his language is still very, very limited, but at least he can make basic requests.
And Rohan continues to thrive. Every day he follows a strict routine that is posted on this chart. He does simple chores around the house like emptying the dishwasher and matching socks. Rohan also attends a special school in Lewis.
We've been fortunate to have a great educational program. The DDDS also runs a summer camp that he goes to 1 week during the summer. And now Autism Delaware has some programs for the kids.
Susan and Tushar are optimistic about Rohan's future.
When he's 21, we have the Autism Delaware program, fortunately, that will hopefully be a smooth transition into an adult program where he will be supported in a job or 2, and we will be able to continue with the social activities.
Let's jump.
But they also know he will always be dependent upon them.
I don't think there's a day that goes by that we don't worry about who's going to take care of him when we're no longer around, because he does still have the mind of a 2-year-old in many ways. He's very capable. He can do a lot of things by himself that we've worked very hard to teach him, but he doesn't understand crossing the street or strangers.
But Susan and Tushar can't imagine what their life would be like without their son and the unconditional love he provides.
He's just such a happy guy, so affectionate. I always worried about the teenage years and how it would be with adolescence, but he's gotten easier in many ways. We still have a lot of challenges, but he's gotten more welcoming of people trying to help him and teach him than he was when he was younger.
He's my kid. Of course, we love him, you know, but he's wonderful. I mean, he's all fun, and, you know, he's always about giving hugs and kisses, and very easy to manage as far as we're concerned. You know, it's been a phenomenal journey for me, because through him I've learned a lot also, so it's awesome.
A very inspirational family. Now, Rohan's sister is attending the University of Delaware studying neuroscience. She hopes to someday find a cure for autism.
Wow, how about that? Well, you probably already know the number of children being diagnosed with autism continues to climb. Fortunately, so does the support for those children's families. In Delaware, that support comes from a group called Autism Delaware.
And here to tell us more is Autism Delaware's Associate Director, Teresa Avery. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Now, Susan mentioned Autism Delaware a couple times in that story and how much they help. Tell us, what does the organization do?
We provide a wide range of services for families and individuals affected by autism. We provide family supports like parent mentoring, parent coffee hours, social and recreational opportunities, so that families can get together and share resources. We provide advocacy on both the state and local level. We provide clinical services, and we also provide our adult vocational services, which are called POWER, which Susan referred to in the package that you showed.
We noticed, Teresa, during the Patel story, you were nodding. Yeah. Okay. Delaware has a unique approach to autism.
Yes, absolutely. Delaware has a wonderful public school system. You might hear it referred to as the DAP, or Delaware Autism Program. It is a statewide program. In Sussex County, you'll hear it referred to as the consortium, because that is the school in the Cape Henlopen School District that houses the DAP for Sussex County. That provides education through age 21, especially for children with autism, which is really important.
Yeah, and we talked about the POWER program, and that is how Rohan may possibly get a job or is getting a job. Tell us about how that works.
Well, POWER is productive opportunities for work and recreation, and it's an adult vocational service that we're offering with Autism Delaware. It was recognized in 2010 nationally as a best practice program across the country. And what it does is it provides individualized vocational support for adults with autism so that they can be in their community and interact in jobs that they like and are good at and can be fulfilled by each individually, just like you and I want to do. So it really meets each of them where they are and helps them find a job that's right for them out in the community with corporate partners like ING, Dover Downs, maternal fetal medicine. So we've been really fortunate in our corporate partners for that program.
Yeah, and you are getting feedback from those companies about the employees. Tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. We've heard that, you know, when they first sign on, they're a little bit maybe concerned that what's it going to be like having an adult with autism in the workplace? Are we going to have to tiptoe around them? And they quickly find out that they can treat these individuals just like every other employee, that they can have fun with them, that they can enjoy being with them, and that the productivity that they get from our employees is amazing. In fact, in some cases, they can't keep enough work coming to keep our employees moving on with their jobs. So we've got really happy corporate partners.
Wow. Teresa, thank you so much for joining us. Now, if you would like to learn more about Autism Delaware, including what to do if your child is diagnosed, where to find clinical services, and how you can get involved, we've got a link right there on our website, delmarvalife.com. Just click on the show tab.
Still to come on Delmarva Life, Delmarva Life is looking for the most deserving mom ahead of Mother's Day, how you can win Mom a Day of Pampering.
Coming up next, we're trying to save you a few bucks on your electric bill. What simple steps you can take to save. Delmarva Life, life at its best, here on Delmarva.